Hey, Shalom. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakariam, Shah, Yasha Allah. That's peace to the elect of the nation of Israel. This lesson here is going to be focused on how we stand. In order to stand properly, you need a foundation. So we stand on top of Yahweh Shai. That's the chief cornerstone to our building. The foundation, when it comes to building, is everything. So we start out with our relationship with Yahweh Shai, because the only one that's going to help us make it through what's coming, and it's coming, is Yahweh Shai. So that foundation represents your relationship. How deep are you willing to go with Yahweh Shai into the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven? Because the prophecies that we learn, the understanding that we have, that's only revealed to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's elect. So our duty is to make sure that the foundation, which is the relationship, is sure. We're doing what we're supposed to do. We presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice. We keeping our eyes single, and we focusing on the return of our Lord in the kingdom of heaven. There's nothing else. There's nothing else to think about at this time. The whole focus is on the return of Yahweh Shai and making it out of Esau's deflating kingdom. This is Proverbs 2 verse 8. He keepeth the paths of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints. And how do we do that? By standing on Yahweh Shai. Because the winds are coming, the trouble is about to take place. And you're going to find out a lot of false prophets, a lot of Israelites are going to abandon the faith. They're going to abandon Yahweh Shai. And they're going to go to the government. They're going to go to Esau for stability. But it comes a time when the faithful are going to live on that faith. They're going to live on that relationship. They're going to trust in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai with all their heart. And they're going to make it. And those men, as well as those very few women, are called the elect. It's very important when you're building something. And when you come into this truth, of course, we're walking into other men's labor. What labor? Labor to build the tabernacle of David that was fallen. Now it's back in the earth. So as we're building, we're finding out, okay, is this a spot worthy to build on? Did I count the costs? Okay, this spot is sure. I counted the costs so I can start building. And that's putting in the work. But you must understand how important it is that we're rooted in this truth, that our relationship with Yahweh Shai is rooted, that we have a foundation. Because there's nothing else in this world that can save you in a time like this. Wars, rumors of wars, pestilence, people losing their mind. They're about to slip in the digital ID. You're going to have to make a serious decision. Do you put a microchip in your body to eat, or do you trust in your foundation that you're going to be able to stand and you're going to make it when the winds blow? And a lot of people are not worrying about the foundation. They just worrying about the structure and the beauty of the house and how it looks and showing people that you're actually putting in work for something. And you never worry about what you're building on and how strong is it and can it make it through the storm. So this is AI overview. I asked Chat GPT, how important is a good foundation when building a house? A good foundation is considered the most critical component of a house because it acts as the structure's backbone, supporting its entire weight and ensuring long-term stability. Now, what that makes me think about is the two foundations that you find over here in Matthew 7 and 24. So we're building, we're edifying when you come into this truth. We want to be one of those bricks in the temple, and we also helping out to bring in the elect. But you must know what you're doing when you're handling the doctrine and the word of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. You're professing before the people that you got it. Because a lot of men going to find out they don't have Yahushua. They never had Yahushua, but they were out there wasting time building. But they never had a good foundation. This is Matthew 7 and 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which buildeth his house upon a rock. And that's a sturdy structure there. So that wise man has built his house upon Yahweh and his son Yahushua. That's a wise man. So to strengthen our relationship with Yahushua and kiss the Son as we're instructed, that's a wise thing to do right now. And it's the most important thing on planet Earth, because the winds that's being held back in Revelation 7, they about to blow. That destructive wind is about to blow. And that entails Jacob's trouble, everything you can think about and things you can't think about. Newly created beast. I mean, everything is about to take place. And we're going to need Yahushua. We're going to be calling for Yahushua real soon. But right now, Yahushua said, if you hear these words and you start building and putting Yahushua as the foundation, he considers you a wise man. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was found upon a rock. That's our Lord Yahushua. So back to AI, it says, once again, a good foundation is considered the most critical component of a house, because it acts as the structure's backbone. And that's our Lord Yahushua. He's our backbone. He's our foundation. He's everything. He's our shield. He's our buckler. He's our protection. Now you understand why the Lord said, your family is second. Everything in this world is secondary compared to him. Because nothing else can bring us protection. Nothing else can lead us to the kingdom but Yahushua. Supporting the entire weight and ensuring long-term stability. He that endured to the end, the same should be saved. But it says, this is an insufficient foundation. The insufficient foundation considers a safety risk. In extreme cases, a weak foundation can lead to total structure failure or collapse. Which brings us back to Matthew 7, verse 26 now. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man, which buildeth his house upon the sand. And the rains descended, which is the trouble, and the floods came, which is Esau, the enemy, as well as the rest of the nations, they coming. And the winds, the destruction blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell. And great was the fall of it. And that's everyone that's going to be saying, Yahushua, 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 did not I do thy word? And the Lord going to say, I never knew you. Why? You never put Yahushua first. So everything, all your works, going to camp every weekend, it all collapsed. Once again, a safety risk. In extreme cases, a weak foundation. And that's what these men going to find out. You're not rooted in Yahushua. You have a weak foundation. Can lead to total structure failure or collapse. And we don't want that. We want the Lord to stabilize our feet so our feet won't be moved. This is Psalms 91 verse 12. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. And that's the Lord sending the angels out. Angelic protection, divine intervention is what we're looking for. Proverbs 2 verse 8. He keepeth the path of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints. Proverbs 3 and 23. Then shalt thou walk in thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. 24. For Yahweh shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being tainted. Why? Because we're standing on the proper foundation. 1 Peter 1 and 5. Who are kept by the power of Yahweh through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time. And now we about to see, because we here. We're months away from the kingdom. Have you been putting Yahweh first? Are you standing on the proper foundation as the days draw smaller and smaller